Hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, and today we're going to undertake a $10 million spending spree on GTA Online, so why don't we get started then? And how about that? Challenge started. Well, challenge accepted, I can assure you. Okay then, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as you can see, we are over here on my yacht, don't you know? We're going to head on up to the helicopter and head on over to the Maze Bank offices to start our spending spree. Now, as it happens, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the first $10 million spending spree that we have made a video on, you know. There is one earlier on that's rather long, you know, so we've tried to make this one a little bit shorter, don't you know. Right, okay, bloody hell, right. Yes, now I think about it, that's exactly how the last video started, wasn't it? Okie dokie, yes, that's the problem with doing spending sprees in these public lobbies, ladies and gentlemen. You do intend to get attacked. Okay, let's see if we can't get the wretched swine. Where the hell is the son? There he is. Okay, take that. Right, okie dokie, and there we go, sunshine, down you go. Right here, okay, jolly good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now what? Bloody hell, right, okay, that's not too good. Okay, and he's back, isn't he? Okay, sorry, hell, right, and down I go. Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, not the best of starts, to be quite frank with you, you know. And I've got no intention of getting caught up into a grudge match here, ladies and gentlemen. As I say, I'm only online to engage in a spending spree, and I don't really want to get caught up with any griefers, you know, but I also can't allow that to stand now, can I, shall I? So I'm going to have to go and do something about it. There he is, right, okay. Here we go, and where is he? There he is, and missed him. Right, okay, Sonic hell, right, never mind, and missed him again. Okay, that really is rather irritating, and missed him again. Right, there he is, out in the open sunshine, and down you go. That was a foolish move, right, I don't think he's done, though, and there we go, finished him off. Okie dokie, ladies and gentlemen, there we go, like I say, heading on inside the Maze Bank offices. As I say, today's video is all about spending $10 million in one go, and as you can see, we've got $30 million up there, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to bring that down to about $20 million in a relatively short period of time, you know. Okie dokie, and let's get started, why don't we? There we go, pay no attention to my secretary, you know, she's an absolutely wretched woman, convinced she's a Russian spy, you know, but that's my own paranoia. Righty, okay, so here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting at $30 million, and we want to bring that down to about $20 million, all in one sitting. So why don't we go ahead and do that right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start on the Legendary Motorsport website, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe that currently there are some cars on special offer that I am rather interested in, and one of them is the Vapid Flash GT, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see there, generally retailing for a price of $1,675,000, on sale currently for just over $1 million there, $1,005,000, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm certainly going to take advantage of that sale, I can assure you. Okay, and as always, we're going to have the vehicle sent on up to the Hillcrest residence, which is where I take most of my vehicles, you know. And given that I've already been attacked once in this lobby, I'm going to take the scramjet in case I need to make any evasive maneuvers or use the missiles, you know. But as it turns out, I have absolutely no trouble getting there, completely unmolested, you know, I can say quite thankfully. Okie dokie, so here we are at Hillcrest, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't we head on inside? Right, okie dokie, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Vapid Flash GT. Okay, what do we think? Well, presumably based on the Ford Focus, you know, or RS, I couldn't be certain, you know, not entirely certain, you know, I'm no expert on cars or anything like that, you know, but that'd be my best guess. Anyway, what do we think? Well, rather large looking vehicle, sort of rally-ish, but also suburban at the same time, isn't it? Not particularly taken, to be quite frank with you, not my sort of vehicle, but we'll give it a go anyway. Right, okay, here we go, giving it a once round so you can get a good look at it, and we're going to take it out onto the street, and we're going to take it on down to the Maze Bank offices. Now, this won't be a full test of the video, ladies and gentlemen. We may well put out a video later, a full video on the Vapid Flash GT if I get time, but this is just going to be right, okay, what the hell was that? Okay, things are still lively outside, it would seem. Right, okay, well, we'll just go on inside and pay no attention to that, I think. And we're going to take this vehicle on up to the custom auto shop. Now, like I say, this isn't going to be a full review, ladies and gentlemen, so we are going to be going through these options at double speed, and we won't be showing all of the modifications affected to this vehicle, although I can assure you that this car has been fully upgraded across the board in terms of engine and turbo and that sort of business, you know. Okay, and we can see we've already sort of spent over $1 million there. We're now down to 2,875,000, was it? Something like that. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, here we go now. We fully upgraded the Vapid Flash GT, and let's see how she handles. Right here, $1 million for this guy, normally 1.6. What do we think? Right, okay, very impressive, ladies and gentlemen, straight off the bat. Okay, very interesting indeed, you know. Handling's a little bit twitchy there, steering's a little bit twitchy, you know, but very responsive, very sharp. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, extremely good acceleration, in fact, fantastic acceleration, and yeah, so it's a very appreciable top speed, it would seem. Okay, so what do we think? Yes, gotta say, quite impressed, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't it worth the money? Oh, bloody hell, right. Okay, that really is rather a rotten shame. Okay, and I don't have a gun out. I'd like to shoot that motorist. Yes, well, I would say we're selling for $1 million. Bloody hell, yes, it's worth it. Right, okay, and another car there. Couldn't get in front of him or behind him now, could I? Yes, like I say, for $1 million, certainly, bloody, it is worth it. Yes, I can assure you that. 1.6, I'm not entirely certain. Really, I suppose it comes down to how much you like the car, but bloody hell, let's go down this one post and I'm going to hit the sodding thing. Right, okie dokie. Yeah, so what do we say, ladies and gentlemen? Very fast acceleration, good top speed, appreciable top speed, you know, and absolutely fantastic handling. A little bit twitchy, you know, but there we go. Okie dokie. Well, that's $1 million well spent, in my opinion. I'm quite happy with that. And we're going to take it on back to the Maze Bank offices now, ladies and gentlemen. Go and store it away. We'll move it around at a later date, no doubt. But there we go. Okay, so that's 1 million, 1.3 down, essentially, isn't it, after the upgrades? And we're going to move on to the second thing. And the second thing, in fact, is this garage, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it turns out, I only noticed this recently, I have not upgraded it. You know, my first floor garage has been fully upgraded, but my second and third have not. And so that's what we're going to go and spend some money on now, don't you know? And we're going to have to go down to the Dynasty 8 website there and go to renovate. Now, you can see the first floor garage, ladies and gentlemen, has been fully upgraded all the way to the max there with the lighting and the signage in the interior and whatnot, but the second and third floor garage have not been upgraded. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to add the interior and the lighting and the signage, and then there we go. We're going to go down the marble again and all the way down the most expensive options. And why not, ladies and gentlemen? We are throwing money around today, and as you can see, that comes in for effectively $1.5 million. Who's splitting? Who's counting there? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we get for our money. Okay, so now my second and third floor garages should hopefully be all decked out as we're seeing right here, and that's taking me down to well, that's effectively $3 million we're now spending, so we're now down to $2,729,000. Okay, so right, let's go and have a look at the third floor garage, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. This also has been decked out, as you can see, in that rather nice marble. Okay then, and this is the Pegassi Zentorno, ladies and gentlemen. It's rather late at night now. I can't go and buy any more cars. That will be my next purchase, so I'm going to have to kill a little bit of time now. And I've got no idea how to kill about that. It's past midnight. Oh, well, I think I'll just take a little quiet drive down here. Oh, how about this charming young lady? Yes, hello, my darling. Why don't you go ahead and climb on inside my car? Okay, we're just going to take a little walk, a little drive down here. And another charming lady. Oh, well, my, oh, my. How about that? Yes. Oh, yes, well, we're going to just have a little chat to this lady here. There's no need for you to hang around, I don't think. There's no reason at all, in fact, for you to hang around. So we're just going to go ahead and cut ahead here now. Yes, thank you, my darling. Get out of my car. And be good enough to close the door. If you bloody hell, they never close the door. These ladies really are absolutely ignorant, you know. Right, oops, didn't want to do that. Okay, close the doors, that's what I wanted to do, you know. Okay, well, it's still quite late, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Still quite dark, so what are we going to do to fill the time? And I think I've got an idea. Hello, my darling, how are you doing? Yes, why don't you climb inside my car? There's a jolly good lady. Right, okay, yes, okay, right, let's get, I think we'll just, oh, well, hello, there's that charming young lady. Right, okay, and I had the same trill as before, ladies and gentlemen. I don't really think you need to see what's going on here, so we're just going to cut ahead and be good enough to close the door, if you would, please, my darling. Sodding hell, right, these wretched women never close the bloody door, you know. Absolutely infuriating, really is. Sodding whores never close the doors. I've got absolutely no idea why. Wretched women here, you know. Absolutely. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I really shouldn't dwell on that, should I, now? Okie dokie, well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, back inside the Maze Bank offices now, ladies and gentlemen, and we've spent sort of nearly $3 million now, haven't we? We've got that Vapid Flash gym, we've upgraded it, you know, and then we've gone and brought that signage, and the marble and whatnot, okay, and so I think I was going to head on inside the office and why not have a little drink, okay, seems like a jolly nice idea, and then we're going to head on over, ladies and gentlemen, to the computer, and we're going to make the third purchase of the day, ladies and gentlemen, and this is going to be another Vapid, don't you know? And this is this can be found under the legendary Motorsport website, and it's going to be the Vapid GB200. And there we go, retailing for just under $1 million, as you can see, 940,000. Okie dokies. Like I said, no, we're not splitting hairs, ladies and gentlemen. That's effectively $1 million, isn't it? Let's be quite frank about these things. And of course, we're going to have it delivered to the Hillcrest residence, ladies and gentlemen. On this occasion, we'll be getting there in the Grotti Turismo Classic. You know, a rather fine car. Not entirely certain. I believe it's based on the Ferrari F40. You know, but like I say, not an expert in these things, so couldn't be certain. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, here we are now. We're inside the garage here, and this is the Vapid GB200, presumably based upon the Ford RS200. Not entirely certain, like I say, really, I'm no expert in cars or any such thing, but that would be my best guess, you know. And what do I think? Well, first, you know, straight off the bat, I quite like the look of it, you know. It's sort of rally-ish, it's got old-fashioned in a way, but quite sporty looking. Yes, I do quite like it. Quite a short wheelbase on it. We'll take it out and take it on down to the Maze Bank offices, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as before, as with the Vapid Flash GT, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't going to be a full review, you understand. We may put one out later if we get a chance or a time, whatnot. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to take it on over to the Maze Bank offices and go through some of the modifications for you. Okie dokie, and of course we're going to be running at double speed during this stage of the video, and we won't be showing, as before, we won't be showing all of the modifications that can be affected to this vehicle, certainly in terms of performance and whatnot, simply because we're trying to keep the runtime of this video down as low as possible, you know, but still give you a good idea of what's going on. Right, okay, yeah, but that's some interesting liveries that can be affected to this vehicle, and that really is rather nice, I'm sure you'll agree. Okie dokie, right, what's going on there? Bloody hell, right, those spoilers are copping, aren't they? Right, okay. Here we go, and all sorts of different modifications, the trunk and whatnot, but I don't like any of them. In fact, I like this car, quite frankly, as close to stock as it comes, really. And not entirely certain for a colour scheme right here. I did quite like the white and blue, as I so often do. Okay, then, well, here we go. We've affected the modifications to the vehicle and the upgrades and whatnot, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take it out and give it a little bit of a test run. And what do we think? Well, straight off the bat, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely fantastic again. Okay, do quite like these Vapids. Didn't think I would, you know, based on Fords. Why would you bother? You know, that'd be my opinion. But my goodness, this is good. Right, okay, yes, very twitchy handling again. Even worse than the Vapid, to be quite frank with you. Sort of wants to come back on you when you turn it around. But my God, is it good. Okay, you're making a heck of a lot of noise. Acceleration's perhaps not the best there, but the handling's very nice, you know. And it seems to be going quite fast now, doesn't it? Okay, really do quite like this car. Right, okay, I'd like to get it up to the track, you know, and see what sort of speed it's got, but I may have to wait for another day, you know. Okie dokie, so what do we think of the Vapid GB200? Well, yes, for $1 million, certainly does feel quite good, you know, probably not as good as the GT, to be honest with you, the Flash GT, but all round quite a nice car. I do quite like it, you know. Is it worth the money? In my opinion, yeah, I'm certainly quite happy with that, you know. And I do like the styling, as I say, ladies and gentlemen, so yes, I am quite pleased with that purchase, yes. And okay, so that's two Vapids, like I say, didn't think I'd like them, but there we go. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, so there we go. We've got two Vapids. We've gone and modified our garage here, as you can see, at all the lovely marble there, and so we're going to need to spend some more money on something else, so I'll find something else to spend some more money on. Okay, so why don't we just go ahead now, we're going to head on up to the roof, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a little fly over to my motorcycle club, you know, and that's where we're making the next purchase, and as you can see, here we are now heading on inside. Okie dokie, righty, ladies and gentlemen, now the next purchase that I'm going to make, you can see we've now spent $4 million, effectively speaking. We're down to $26 million. We've got $6 million to go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is not something that I would ever normally consider purchasing, you know, but I'm only purchasing this simply for the nightclub, you know. I'm going to go and purchase the businesses that I highly recommend. Don't pay no attention to that bag of meth on my desk, by the way. That's a personal use. Right, okay, like I say, I really do not advise that you purchase these particular businesses, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm going to go ahead and purchase the counterfeit cash and the forgery, the document forgery, you know. Now, as you can see, there are a number of different options there. I'm going to go for this one at $845,000, ladies and gentlemen. It is the one that's situated closest to my MC business, don't you know, and I would highly recommend that's how you locate your businesses as well, you know, or at least close enough together, you know, to aid in resupplying and whatnot. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, so there we go, you know, they've gone on purchased myself a counterfeit cash factory for what, $845,000, something like that, was it? And now you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to about 25 million. Okay, so there we go, and I'm taking the Oppressor Mark 1 on this occasion just to show you how close this business is to my MC Clubhouse. Okie dokie, and there we go. It's literally just over here, and there we go, jolly nice and all that. Now, like I say, the counterfeit cash factory, ladies and gentlemen, or the counterfeit cash business, the document forgery and the weed farm really aren't the most profitable businesses, and I'm only really purchasing these so they can aid with my nightclub when it comes to sort of topping up the different products that one can accrue there, you know. Okay, so this is the counterfeit cash, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go on inside and take a look, and there we go. Okay, jolly nice, right here. Well, we're taking a look around, as obviously. Yes, and the Open Road website that we know so well. Okay, jolly good, right here. Let's take a little walk around then, shall we? Okay, well, looks like we've got some, what we got going on around here, right here. We've got some printing machines, it would seem here, ladies and gentlemen, and some tumble dryers down there and whatnot, presumably to ruffle those notes and make them more look used and not like they've just been printed, you know. That I generally presume would be the idea. I've got absolutely no idea, of course. Right, let's go and have a look at the upgrade prices. Right, oh, bloody hell, right, okay, can't go ahead and do the upgrades without setting up the mission, ladies, without setting up the business, ladies. I don't really think I want to go ahead and do that at this time. Like I said, I'm all about spending money today. Those are the tumble dryers and whatnot, like I say, to ruffle up those notes. You know what, now I think about it, ladies and gentlemen, I suppose, well, I've just purchased this business. Why the hell not? I know those setup missions really are very, very easy, you know. So I'll go ahead and give one a go, you know. We'll go set this up. Okie dokie, right, yes, we'll set up the business. Jolly good. Okay, and a telephone call.
Everybody's got to start somewhere, kid. And that somewhere is usually an empty room and a long line of credit. So get the supplies and we'll start moving.
Okay, LJT seems to be under the assumption that I'm just starting out somewhere. He clearly is suffering from amnesia with regards to my other businesses that he phones me so frequently about. Okay, well, never mind, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, business setup. Okay, now these business setups really are very, very easy, ladies and gentlemen. I've called in my Oppressor Mark 2 there, as you can see, and I've got to go from point A to point B, pick up a vehicle, and then return back to point A. Now, okay, how about that, ladies and gentlemen? That's rather interesting. This is a Group 6, yes, I believe it is a Group 6, Group 8, Group 6, I believe. One of these armored cash vehicles, you know. Now, I was under the impression that you always had to pick up tampers. It seemed to be that way for the cocaine and the methamphetamine business, as I recall. But the weed farm, as I said, not too long back, required a van, and this clearly requires something entirely different, one of these security vans. Okay, so that's rather interesting. Learn something new every day, as they say. Right, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Like I say, from point A to point B and back to point A, and it really is as simple as that. Unfortunately, the lobby is slowly emptying, and I'm not encountering any resistance. So, okay, setup complete, ladies and gentlemen. Jolly good. And not much has changed, has it now? Let's be quite frank about these things. And there we go. Okay, it's absolutely empty. Right, oh, there we go. Yes, that's what we want to see now, isn't it? Lots and lots of lovely cash. Right here, okay then, and of course the Open Road computer. Right here, well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, jolly good and all that, but at least that will now give us a chance to have a look at the price of the upgrades for this particular business, and I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Okay, then here we go. Maybe we'll spend some money on getting these businesses up and going, you know. Okay, let's have a look now. Upgrades. Bloody hell, no, I don't think I will be. Right, okay, no, $1 million or more for the 880,000 it was, wasn't it? Right, okay, yes, I don't think I'm going to spend the money on that. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we want to spend on something more interesting. Now, rather annoyingly, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to be rather irritated. You know, I did go ahead and purchase the forgery, the document forgery. I got back to the office to buy the next car, and turned out the video hadn't recorded, and that really is rather irritating. So unfortunately, I had to come back here, ladies and gentlemen, and go and have a look at the computer to show you the other business that I purchased, and unfortunately, like I say, it didn't record. And don't focus on that crystal meth, thank you very much. Right, okay, so yes, document forgery factory here it was $650,000, I do believe, I located in Grapeseed, the closest one to my particular, to all my other businesses, I should say, ladies and gentlemen. And there we go. Okay, unfortunately, like I say, it didn't record, the video wasn't recording. I made sure that it was before I started, but it seemed that it wasn't for whatever reason. I blame machinery rather than blame myself. That's how I prefer to get through the day. Okay, so this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the document forgery factory, ladies and gentlemen. Purchased this right after the counterfeit cash factory. $650,000 for this particular business, don't you know? Okay, and it's already been set up. Like I say, it did undertake the setup mission there. Yes, get back to work, you scoundrel. Did you notice when they were all stood up, just stood around they were, and then sat back down, pretending they're working? I know what you're on to, you lazy swines, right? If I ever catch you doing that kind of thing, what the hell is that man doing? Right, I want to go and have a look. Right, what is he doing? Right, okay, yes, forging documents. How about that? Well, as well he should be, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so the only benefit, I suppose, of this, ladies and gentlemen, we can skip out the mission and go and have a look at the they're not so expensive, actually, $500,000 for the upgrades there and whatnot, for the equipment, anyway. Yes, the mission really was very simple, ladies and gentlemen. Simply had to go and pick up a bag, you know. Didn't even flew over on my presser, picked up a bag, and then flew back, you know. Really didn't even have to drive a vehicle to set up this particular business, and that really was very easy. In fact, quite boring. So in a way, it's probably good that it wasn't recorded. So there we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. That is the two extra MC businesses that I have been lacking. That is the counterfeit cash factory for $800,000, and now you can see we're now down to about $24 million. Okay, then, ladies and gentlemen, so there we go. $4 million left to spend, or a little bit over $4 million perhaps. And so, how are we going to spend this money? Well, we're going to keep on going and find out. Right, okay, heading back on over to Maze Bank offices, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, this is where I'd got to when I realized the video I hadn't recorded for the previous bit, and so here we are. We finally got back to where I started. Okay, yeah, so there we go. $4.5 million left to spend, ladies and gentlemen. Okie dokie. So we've gone through $5.5 million with those two Vapids, you know, upgrading the garage there, and of course purchasing those two businesses, the counterfeit cash and the document forgery. I think I'll have a little bit of whiskey, and why not? Okay, so what's going to be the next weapons down there? How about that? Right, okie dokie, and like so, here we go. Listen to the next thing we're going to do. The next expenditure is going to be the Cheval Taipan. I've decided to call. I got no idea how it's supposed to be pronounced. There we go. Was on the podium just recently at the casino. Wasn't lucky enough to win it. Nearly $2 million, you know. But I'm going to go ahead and purchase it now. I've had my eye on it for some time, and today feels like the day, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. $2 million, $1,980,000, and LJT phoning me, and I've got. Yes, okay, go ahead, would you, Mr. LJT? Thank you very much. And this is the Ocelot XA21, an absolutely fantastic vehicle, and boo, surprise, haha, thought I was going to get out the other side, didn't you? No, there we go. Right, okay, yes, the Ocelot XA21, absolutely fantastic vehicle, a little overpriced maybe, but still very good. Okay, dokie then, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is the Cheval Taipan, or Taipan, I've got absolutely no idea. Taipan, that's what I'm going to call it, or Taipan, I've got no idea. Right, okay, my name is Cheval, might be Cheval. Oh, anyway, never mind. Right, okay, so what do we think of it? Okay, front's rather nice, back's rather awful, isn't it? Okay, same story with many of these cars, you know. Can't blame Rockstar for that. Blame the car manufacturers. They've got absolutely no idea about grace and style, the rotting sacks of pig shit. Right, okay, now let's take it on out, ladies and gentlemen. Well, actually, we'll take it out, have a quick look around, and then we'll take it on out, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we're going to take it on down to the Maze Bank offices and have this vehicle upgraded as before, as with the GT and the GB200, ladies and gentlemen. Won't be a full video, I certainly do hope. There we go. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be undertaking that later. Right now, we're going to take it back to the custom auto shop. Okay then, heading on inside, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as before, it's going to be much the same deal as the other previous times. You know, we're going to be running at double speed just to hurry things along somewhat, or maybe cutting out more of the functional modifications that can be expected to the vehicle in terms of performance, you know, the turbo and the other upgrades like that. We're going to be showing some of the more of the aesthetic stylings that can be affected to this vehicle. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? A two-tone color, I do like that rather. I do like when Rockstar had the two-tone color. There you can have a bit more fun, or I think you're going for a purple perhaps, and okay, well, I quite like that grey, you know. Okay, I don't normally go for a silver up there, but I think I'll give it a go, and let's see how. Oh, bloody hell, looks absolutely sodding awful. Right, okay. Yes, right, I think I have to give a second thought to that, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, really don't like the coloration of that. Right, okay, right, let's not focus on that, shall we? What do we think of the car? Well, slid off straight away, didn't it? Back end came round there. Oh my god, this is absolutely awful, ladies and gentlemen. It's like steering a barge. This really is. Feels very heavy, very wallowy, unresponsive steering. Feels very slow, ladies and gentlemen, and the acceleration feels quite poor as well. Okay, got around the corner there, but that was chiefly because of a lack of speed, you understand. Okay, what do we think then? Not much, ladies and gentlemen. This really is quite a disappointment. $2 million. I wish I wasn't on the podium so I could have made fun of it and then blown it up and sold it. Right, okay, so that's $2 million. Right, okay, try and avoid that sodding post. Yeah, so what do we think of the Chabal Taypan, ladies and gentlemen, or tape, or whatever the heck it's called? Raspberries, that's what we think, ladies and gentlemen. Not very good acceleration, didn't feel like it had very good top speed. Handling, it was absolutely atrocious. Well, not atrocious, just lacking, you know? I mean, not the worst handling in the world, you know, it's your worst car, certainly. But it's lacking, ladies and gentlemen, lacking. Okie dokie, so what are we going to do? Right, I'm going to take it back in. Really can't live with those colours, ladies and gentlemen. If Mr. Raccoon sees I put a car in a purple, he'll set fire to it. I don't know why he doesn't like that colour, but he's quite hostile towards it. Okie dokie, there we go. So we'll just have a tinker around, see if we can find something that works. Right, okay, right, I do quite like that, you know. Yes, actually, I do quite like that. Yes, that's the idea. I think that's what I was going for. No, don't like it at all now I look at it there. Okay, never mind, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to dwell on the poor paint job that I apply to vehicles. We're going to crack on, ladies and gentlemen. So that's another $2 million, ladies and gentlemen. And now we've got about 2.23 to go. And I've got just the idea of what I want to spend this money on. Right, okay, so we're heading on over to my hangar now, ladies and gentlemen. And I've got something in mind. It might not be interesting to you, but it's certainly going to be interesting to me. What the hell's that? Right, okay. Right, oh, bloody hell. Yes, how about that? Right, okay. Now I've got another griefer attacking me. Right, okay. Not the best thing. And there's only 2 of us left in the lobby now. Right, okay. And there he is on the minimap moving away. Can I get him with a rocket launcher? No, he's out of range. Oh, that really is a rotten shame, ladies and gentlemen. It seems I'm going to have to let that one go, you know. We'll just crack it. Actually, on second thoughts, you know, I don't think I can let it go, considering that I'm on an airfield with many different lasers scattered around, and that gentleman's just attacked me for absolutely no reason. I think I'm going to have to chase him down into the city, ladies and gentlemen, teach him a lesson, you know. And there he is, and there we go, and yes, lesson taught. Right, let's head on back to the hangar. Okie dokie, ladies and gentlemen. Like I say, not going to get involved in any extended battle, ladies and gentlemen. This is supposed to be a spending spree video, not a griefer video. And here we are back at the hangar, ladies and gentlemen. And the next purchase, as you may well have guessed, is going to be an aircraft. If you hadn't guessed that, you might be quite dull, you know. Okay then, here we go, and we're going right the way down. Now, I said again, not something I normally spend, ladies and gentlemen. Quite frankly, I've got most of the vehicles that I want, and so I'm going to go ahead and purchase a Titan. For $2 million, leaving me with basically 200,000 to spend, you know. Now, why purchase the Titan, you may ask? Well, I've got a very special plan for this particular vehicle. Okay, now, first things first, I need to go and make it my own property, you know. So I have to phone in Pegasus, you know, and get them to deliver the vehicle, as is often the case, you know.
Hello, you're through to Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Your beautiful new aircraft is waiting at our nearest airfield. We hope you're very happy.
Okay, yes, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Keep on talking, wasn't she? Right, okay, and this is the Titan, ladies and gentlemen. $2 million. This is how I purchased. Well, why I purchased, because, like I say, I've got most of the sort of armed vehicles, or the sort of more recent vehicles that have been released. You know, went ahead and purchased them, make videos on them. But this is something I've never got around to purchasing. These are rather large vehicles. Well, that might be quite interesting for this video. It could be wrong. The other reason is because I got a rather special plan. It involves opening the back doors there. Okie dokie, but unfortunately can't seem to do that because it is a Pegasus vehicle, so we'll just take it on out, ladies and gentlemen, give it a little quick test flight, and then we'll take it on into the hangar, ladies and gentlemen, and personalise it and whatnot, and then with a bit of luck it'll be a personal vehicle, and I'll be able to open those doors at the back there, and that is all that's the reason why I'm purchasing this vehicle, you know. Okie dokie, actually now I think when I land here I'm going to have a hell of a time getting into the hangar, aren't I? So what you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to pull on up there, ladies and gentlemen, circle around, and then try and line up on my hangar, and just take it straight on in, and that's my plan. Okie dokie, here we go, that's my hangar directly in front of me, and that's a pole directly in front of me, and that's not going to end well now, is it? Okay, sodding hell. Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, I should have expected that, I suppose, you know, not the best pilot, really, and yes, Pegasus is terribly sorry, right, there's the smouldering remains behind me. Okay, never mind, we'll head back on inside, ladies, and before I go ahead and modify it anyway, I've got to clear up some space, you know, in my hangar, so that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to hide some of the vehicles I'm not really so interested in. And like I say, those are my more exotic aircraft there. And back on the phone to Pegasus, don't you know? And once we've got Pegasus, and there's my how about that? My Oppressor survived the explosion from before. Right, okay, now we've got ourselves another Titan, ladies and gentlemen, from Pegasus. Jolly kind of them to oblige, you know. And we're going to steal it, apparently. Just going to take their vehicle and return it to my hangar. And now I've got the darn thing, you know. Okie dokie, and we're going to head and modify this vehicle. This should hopefully, right. Oh, and how about that, ladies and gentlemen? The kind of Rockstar to offer us modifications on this vehicle in terms of a respray and absolutely nothing else. Right, no engine modifications or chaff or anything like that, ladies and gentlemen. You really cannot modify this vehicle at all. That really is saving me money, so I'm not going to complain because I still want to go and spend a little bit more, you know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so why purchase the Titan? Well, I've got a big plan for it, like I say. Right, I'm going to take it on. In fact, now I think about it, can I barrel roll this aircraft? I think I can, you know. Oh, sodding hell, no, I can't. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's it. It's all over, you know. Bloody hell, it's going to crash enough to get another one, and there we go. Never broke a sweat. Not a problem, ladies and gentlemen. Easily barrel rolled it as I knew I would. Right, okie dokie, and there we go. Like I said, we're going to take this on over to Sandy Shores because, like I say, I want to see if I can't just get the back door, the cargo door open on this plane, and then see what I can load in. And here we go, right here, and there we go, landing, right, going rather fast. I'm not going to be able to turn, am I? Oh, sorry, hell, not again. Here we go, and bloody hell. Right, okay, owned this airplane for all of 10 minutes and crashed it 3 times already. That's not best going now, is it? Right, okay, and here we go. Instead of phoning Pegasus on this occasion, we're going to call Mors Mutual because it was a personal aircraft and call it back in, and I have done, as you can see there. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the reason why I purchased this particular Titan is because I intended to aid me on a particular biker sale mission, you know, where you get the biker sting operation. And my logic is that if I can open this back door, then I can load the mud bikes into it. And there we go. Absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Jolly good. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so I'm going to take this. Oh, what's got Mr. Propellers there? Right, okay. I'm going to go on my biker sting mission, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get 3 of the motorbikes and load them into the back here and fly it on down the map, or at least that's the plan, you know. But before I do, I better go and test to see if that actually is possible. I'm going to steal a car, and there we go, load it into the back, and right, what the hell's going on here? Oh, sorry, hell, right, okie dokie, right, right, kick me when I'm down, would you, sir? Kick me when I'm down, would you, sir? You wretched swine, I'll teach you. That's absolutely appalling behavior. You never kick a man when he's on the ground, sir. Use a baseball bat, that's what you use. Come here, you bastard. Right, okay, take that, you swine. Don't ever kick me when I'm down again, for God's sake. Take that. Right, okay, I think he's, yes, I think he's had enough, hasn't he? Right, okay, now I'm just going to borrow his vehicle, I'm sure he won't mind. Right, okay, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, heading on, got this vehicle, I'm going to try and load it into the Titan, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen, it's all looking very good for my plan, don't you know? Okay, well, this should save me quite a considerable amount of time, you know. Okay, now all I've got to do is close the doors, and... Right, okay, and close the doors, and... Right, cargo ramp, okay, close the cargo ramp, and... Right. All the doors, none of the doors, cargo ramp, sodding hell. Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen. Right, shit. Right, okay, that's not good news. Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's not what I was hoping for now. Okay, yes, right, I'm going to try that again. Maybe I was doing it wrong. Right, if I can't close the doors, I'm not going to be able to keep the bikes inside when I take off for now. Right, so that's going to be $2 million absolutely wasted. Right, okay, that's not good news at all, ladies and gentlemen. Right, okay, well, there's only one thing left to do, I suppose, ladies and gentlemen, try and get the sodding vehicle out, you know. I'm going to drive forward and see if it just, yeah, there we go, that's the general idea. Okie dokie, got the vehicle out. You know, maybe it's because it was a large vehicle there, ladies and gentlemen. You know, perhaps a smaller vehicle. It was sort of parked awkwardly, you know. Perhaps the rear door. How about that, another Titan? Ha ha ha. Right, okay, so I've gone off and got another vehicle, a much smaller vehicle. Back on a motorbike, as you can see, back, ladies and gentlemen, another Titan happened to spawn there. And I'm going to go ahead and put the motorbike in it. Like I say, that's what I'm going to be using this for, ladies and gentlemen. That's my plan. That's why I've gone to spend my $2 million. And the question is now, can I close this sodding ramp, you know? Okie dokie, we've got our bike in there. That's what, like I say, exactly what I'm going to be using this for. So let's go ahead and see if this is going to work. Right, okay, fingers crossed. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? Absolutely fantastic. There we go, $2 million well spent. that's going to, like I say, now my plan, ladies and gentlemen, here is to load up the 3 bikes in the Biker Sting mission, ladies and gentlemen, and then once I've established where the final destination is, and then I'm going to be able to take this Titan loaded with the 3 vehicles on down to that final location and save myself a considerable amount of time. And I really am a very, very clever man for thinking of that, and this is going to save me yes, $2 million well spent, as I say. Sodding hell, what's that? Okay, $2 million down the drain. Bloody hell, right, okay then, how about that, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, well, it's quite obvious what's happened there, hasn't it? Now the motorbike has exploded because of all the bumping around in the back of the aircraft there, and that's caused the aircraft to explode, and that's $2 million down the drain. Okie dokie, well, never mind, you know, this is all about spending money, but that really is a rather wretched sight to see, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, well, we've still got about $200,000 left, you know. I could have sort of ended at this point, but I'm not going to, because I've got another vehicle that I wish to purchase. So we're going to head on back to the Maze Bank offices now, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as that happens, just recently I have, for a number of different reasons, come into possession of a lot of different gauntlets, you know. Rockstar have been releasing gauntlet after gauntlet, so I've gone and brought them because I'm that kind of idiot, and now I'm damn near having a gauntlet collection, but not fully all the way there. So I'm going to have a quick drink of whiskey, and then we're going to head on over to the computer and purchase the only gauntlet I'm aware, or at least another gauntlet that I haven't purchased yet. And then I'll be going some way towards making completing a gauntlet collection, or at least establishing one, you know. Okay, then here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're sitting on down now at the computer, and we've got about I've added that stray 70,000 that was sitting in my bank, my pocket there. I added to my bank account. You can see now I've got 270,000. It would be a little under that realistically, but we're gonna go ahead and purchase the Bravado Redwood Gauntlet, and that's $230,000, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're going to be getting there in the Bravado Gauntlet. Oh, what the hell was this? The Hellfire, that's it. Right, yeah, so the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire. Effectively, the reason why I'm purchasing the Redwood is because I'd like to go and purchase the Gauntlet, but I do quite like it, you know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are. We've headed on up the Hillcrest as we always do, and that is the Bravado Redwood Gauntlet sat right in front of me there. Okay, so what do we think? Well, much the same as all the other gauntlets, really, isn't it? Just doing this just to round up the video, I suppose, and to, like I say, to establish a gauntlet collection. You know, don't want to be sitting at 9,800,000 at the end of this video, ladies and gentlemen. I want to spend the full 10 million. So this is going to pretty much take us over that finishing line, I suppose. Right, okay, and it's a racing car, so I suppose it's the appropriate thing to do it with, you know. Okie dokie, so let's take it on out, ladies and gentlemen. Righty, okay, we're heading on up the hill now. Like you say, near as damn spend that 10 million, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, we're quite frankly, we're going to spend a little bit more by the time we've purchased this car and upgraded it. But who cares, really? Like I say, we're not going to quibble over things like that. Righty, okay, and this is, like I say, the Bravado Redwood Gauntlet. We're going to take on into the custom auto shop, and as you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, there are scarce, in fact, there are no modifications you can affect to this vehicle other than the performance, ladies and gentlemen. It is pretty much a stock vehicle. It comes out stock and has to remain as such apart from the colour. Now, how about that? Right, okay, well, I was going to leave it in the coloration, but I've got to be honest, I'm quite taken with that coloration there. The crew colour with the black there looks rather good, in my opinion. I think that's what I'm going to go for. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, well, for absolutely no reason whatsoever, this perhaps isn't the best vehicle to end this video on, but it's what we've ended up with. We're trying to spend those last few $100,000, and there we go, sliding the gauntlet around the corner, and it really is jolly fun. Okay, now I've got no idea how this compares to the other gauntlet, the standard gauntlet on the game. Presumably it's going to be fast. It feels fast, ladies and gentlemen. It feels quite nice, actually, to be quite frank with you. You know, do like the gauntlet anyway. I do quite like the styling of the car, you know. Not a big fan of the muscle cars, but can live with the gauntlet. And this one's quite nice, you know. Sounds rather beefy as well, you know. It's going through a sort of letting out quite a noise there. Okay, and there's a car, and I actually missed one. How about that? Jolly good one there. Righty, okay, so yeah, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. What do we think of the Bravado Gauntlet, or the Bravado Redwood Gauntlet? Okay, quite fast, you know, quite like it, you know. You know, handling, it's a gauntlet, ladies and gentlemen. It hasn't got handling. Acceleration, you know, it's a muscle car, hasn't got acceleration really, but it's quite a nice car to drive, and I'm quite happy with it. Okie dokie, well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're returning it to the Maze Bank offices, and we'll have to put it into a collection later on, you know, perhaps for a minute of time. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's our $10 million spending spree. Started out at 30 million, ladies and gentlemen, now down to about 20 or just under, there we go, 19. And what have we got for our money? Well, we've got ourselves the Vapid Flash GT, we've got ourselves the Vapid GV 200, we've got ourselves the Cheval Taypan, we've got ourselves the Bravado Redwood Classic there, and we've gone and purchased ourselves a number of different businesses, such as the Counterfeit Cash Factory, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see there, and the document forgery, perhaps, there we go, okay, seeing over there, and we've gone and got ourselves a Titan, ladies and gentlemen. That's been $10 million all in one sitting. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. It's certainly been a pleasure for me to make. Actually, you know, what can I say? Who doesn't mind spending money? But there we go. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.